What do you mean by a Gurmat model of a human being?
Okay. The Gurmat model of a human being is, again, different from our conventional thinking of what it means to be human. So if one was to ask you how many bodies do you possess, most people would say one. Well, according to Gurmat, we possess three bodies. We possess a physical body, which is the gross body. It's also called a stool sarir. We have the psychological body within us, our thoughts, our emotions, our fantasies, our memories, the past, all the thinking stuff. This is our suksham sarir, our inner body, our psychological body, which is also called as antkaran. And then we have a third body, which is your karan sarir, your causal body. And it is important to recognize the causal body is not the same as Atma, right? So the causal body is the body which we access, and we know this body as a body that where we experience peace, where we experience tranquility. So this body is accessed when we are in dreamless sleep. So when we're awake, we're in the physical body. And while we're in the physical body, we are confined to physical rules. And we can feel our physical body. We can also know what our thoughts are. We can also know our emotions are. So as a physical body, we are able to access our psychological body. And then if we do meditation, we can go even further and access our karan sarir, the body of tranquility and peace. When we're asleep and dreaming, the physical body is absent, but the dream body becomes present. Now the dream body can do a lot more things that the physical body can't do. It can travel, it can move through various, walls don't constrict it, boundaries don't constrict it. So this is our psychological body, the suksham sarir. And when we get into dreamless sleep, when we are not dreaming, we get into this very deep state of rest and tranquility. And we only know that when we wake up, that we've had a good night's sleep. So these are the three layers of our being that Gurmat defines as three bodies.
So how does Gurmat define the mind?
Okay. In order to understand Gurmat, remember, in the teachings of the Sikh Gurus, in the teachings of the Sikh wisdom tradition, the Sri Guru Granth Sahib, which is the authority, the mind is mentioned over nearly 5,000 times in 1,430 separate angs or pages. So its focus is predominantly on mind, states of mind, and consciousness. And so the mind in Gurmat is defined quite simply. It's defined as something that you can experience for yourself. You don't need a scientist to tell you what a mind is. So what is a mind? The mind is thought. So if I was to mention a word, you will find an image pops up. Or when you're thinking, 2 plus 2, that kind of thing, you're able to calculate. So the second part of the mind is buddh, which is discrimination, being able to work things out. The third part of the mind is chit, which is really the amalgamation of the other two, plus the feeling, sense of feeling. So we can also say chit is memory. Chit also has intention attached to it. So if I say, what did you do yesterday? Or tera chit ki karda, what do you feel like doing? You have to access something with intention, right? So man, chit, buddh, these three. Then hankar, the I am. And this I amness isn't a static thing. It's constant. We are constantly ensuring to ourselves psychologically that we exist, the way we refer to one another, and in our language, number of times we mention the word I or mine, always trying to refer. So Gurmat sees this 4 parts as the man. Man vich haumai. Out of this man, we create an identity, ho, I am, nus. It's a loop, a self-referencing loop. Me, mine, mine. And this produces trishna. This produces then this constant grasping. Nothing is enough. Yeah, this desire for objects, for materials, for sensations, for experiences. So man is the crucible. It's where haumai is constructed. This haumai then has a activity of trishna, where it's constantly grasping. So Gurmat has quite a sophisticated understanding of the mind, and through meditation, through present moment awareness, we become aware of the content of our mind and the actions or the patterns of our mind. And once you become aware of it, you can do something about it. So in Japji Sahib we have Man Jeete Jag Jeet. Conquer the mind in order to conquer the world or conquer life. Yet no one speaks about the mind. But the only way to know the mind is first to have the knowledge of the mind, but then to go through a practice like meditation, like mindfulness, present moment cultivation, which will then enable you to see the mind and know the mind for what it is, and to know that you have a mind, but you are not your mind.